everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hi, my name is Jennifer and today's video is long overdue. Today is my blush collection video. And Kelly from Keep Beauty Real challenged me to this, I don't remember how long ago. Sorry, Kelly. Yeah, and I'm just getting around to it. Yeah. Not proud, just, you know, life. Okay, so I have a lot more blush than I thought I did. I'm not a huge blush person and I have a lot of blush. So the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna go and start with my one and dones. So the products that I have one of for the brand. And so what that will mean is there are some brands that I have cream and powder, but I will put those together because I'll do it under the brand. Okay, so we're gonna start with brand first. So, all right, roll up the sleeves. Here we go, guys. Laura Mercier in Fresco. Fresco is a really, really pretty blush. And actually, this is one of my favorite blushes and I don't wear it enough. It's got the perfect shade for me. It's like a tawny pink brown shade. It looks really good on the skin. It has a little bit of shimmer, but not a ton. I actually love this blush. Why don't I wear it more? You're about to see why I don't wear it more, because I have like 2,000 blushes, so yeah. Okay. One. So I got one down. One. Next, Tower 28. Tower 28 Beach Please in Magic Hour. This is a cream blush. And this is actually a really pretty blush too. I really like this shade. It's very much, you know, a pink, like rosy pink that is easy to diffuse, and you can, you know, sheer it out really, really well. It's a beautiful formula. Again, Fenty Cheeks Out in Rose Latte. I picked this up over the summer and really, really like this shade as well. I do admit I do like cream blushes, but I don't wear them that often, and I couldn't tell you why, because actually for dry skin, especially in the winter, it's probably better, but that one's really pretty. I like the Rose Latte. It's probably one of the deeper blushes I have, but again, it's so easy to sheer out because it's a cream. Okay, the Kier Weiss comes in this really cool packaging. It like slides open like that. And I have this one in Blossoming. This one is definitely pinker. More of that almost Barbie-ish pink. But again, because it's a cream blush, it looks really pretty because you can just sheer it out, you know, gorgeous. Glossier Cloud Paint. I have this in Dusk. And I really like the Glossier brand. There was a pop-up store here in Boston. It was a while back now, but I really like their products, easy one and done kind of things. And the Dusk is really pretty. It pretty much works on anyone that's, you know, like pale to medium skin. It's a lighter shade definitely, but it's a really good tawny pink. Again, it just looks beautiful on the skin. Next, Natasha Denona. This is the only blush I have by Natasha Denona. This is the Bloom Highlighting Blush. This is like the little one that it came in. And this is a very bright shade. And to be honest with you, I don't like this. It's probably something I'm gonna declutter. It's just too shimmery metallic for me. I think it would look better on a deeper skin tone and somebody who was younger, frankly. Ofra. I have the Samantha March Blue Blush Duo in Chiclet. I love Samantha March, and I actually like this blush. It's the duo shades like this, and you can put them together or you can put them separately. I like this lighter side, this pink side. The other side is also a gorgeous shade, but it can be a little too dark for me if I'm not careful. That's all, because it's powder, but it's still beautiful. Almost done with my one and dones. And last is an e.l.f. palette that actually I picked up when I did a collab. And there are 4 shades in here. These are cream blushes. And then are there shades? This is, it just says soft on the back. If I have a shade, if I have a name or shade thing, I will show you. But they are cream blushes, and they are actually pretty. They are a good formula, and you can sheer them out. This one is actually like a favorite, the more peachy one. And then this one, which is more of a rose, is really nice. And then this one is a very bright pink, like almost like fuchsia kind of pink. But you can sheer them out and they do look nice. That finishes the ones that I just have one of. So next, let's move to the ones I have like a couple of, and then we'll move to the ones that I have more of. There's some that, well, they're all like about the same. Like I have like 3 of each. This is kind of interesting. All right, let's move to the ones that I have like 2 of each. Well, no, wait, there's one more. I do have 2 of these, but I can't find the other one. This is the Weissman Atelier Cheek Blush in Chouchette. This is the stick. I have another one. I have one in, what is it? Mimette? Anyway, but I can't find it. So, but I do love the shade. Like love, love, love. Chouchette is one of my favorites. I do wear this one actually quite a bit. Okay. So those are all the one and dones. Let's move to the ones that I have 2 of. Can I do that? Yeah, okay. So first is Dolce & Gabbana. This is the Creamy Cheek and Lip Color in Tangerine. Comes in this type of packaging. Just opens up like that. It is a cream. You can use it on the lips like it says. That's the shade. And again, that one actually shears out pretty well. It actually looks like more orange than, you know, in the pan, but actually on the cheek, it's actually very, very pretty. And then this one in Powder Duo in Sweet Pink, it actually has like a highlighter and a blush, and you can mix the 2 together. There's the pink. It has like a highlight to it. And I'll show you the... It's really pretty on. It does have like a sheen to it that I have to admit I do like. I don't usually like blushes that have like a shimmer or a sheen, but those are very flattering on the eye. I'm on the cheek, I have to say. They are really, really nice. Sisley blushes. So I have 2 Sisley blushes. I have the Orchid Rose. It's like that. And I have the Orchid Coral. Like that. So you can see this is the rose and the coral. And I'll do the coral first. These, am I gonna have to do the other arm? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do the other arm. All right. These definitely do have like a little bit of a shimmer, but again, it's more of that mature shimmer that looks really good on older skin. Yeah, it's not like, it's just a really pretty shimmer. It's not like over the top. It doesn't look like, you know, it's not gonna accentuate lines or texture or anything. So those are both beautiful. I really do love those and actually wear them pretty frequently. Next, I think you're gonna be a little surprised at the next one that I only have 2 of, and that's Tom Ford. I don't know why I don't have more Tom Ford. I don't know if I got rid of them or I don't know what happened. But the first is Savage. I could have decluttered. Savage is very much like a brownie shade. It's really pretty on the skin, and you definitely can, a deeper skin tone can definitely wear it. But yeah, I like Savage. And then the other one is Inhibition, which is my favorite. And Inhibition is like just the perfect peachy pink. I hear that Inhibition is being discontinued. I don't know why it would be discontinued because it's like a great shade, but I mean, it's like the perfect rosy pink. But I heard it was I don't know. A lot of stuff by Tom Ford supposedly is being discontinued lately, so I don't quite get that. Yeah, we'll get into that later. Okay, next, technically I have 2 of these, but one is a palette. So this is the Suku blushes, which I've actually just discovered. And this is in 122. This was the Holiday. And one is like the blush and then the other is like the highlighter, but I guess you could use them on top of each other. You could use them, one is like a very light blush, really pretty. And I love the Suku formula. It's stunning. It looks amazing on. And then this is the palette. This was the pre-holiday palette in 102. I'm probably gonna run out of arm. In fact, I'm probably gonna have to wipe off an arm to finish this. Let me put all of these shades. And I feel like this palette is pretty versatile. I think you could, like a medium skin tone, could wear this. I think a deeper skin tone could wear it. And then, you know, I'm very pale and I can wear it. So I think it's pretty versatile. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades. They're all beautiful. And some of them I've actually started to wear as eyeshadows. And like this one I wear as like a highlighter. This one I wear as a highlighter. These 2 I've worn as eyeshadows. And I've actually put this on my eye too. It's really pretty. So technically I have more than 2 Suku blushes, but they're palettes, so I'm counting it as 2. Because that's what I'm doing. Now we're down to the ones that have 3 or more of each. Yeah, I'll swatch here. I'll see how much I can do on 2 arms so you can see them all at the end, but I might have to wipe off an arm because this is just a lot. Okay. Next is the Surratt blushes, and I have them in Chaleur or Chalet, I don't know how it's pronounced. They come in these little individual pans and then you put them in a compact. This is La Rose de Soir, La Rose de Soir, maybe. That's one of my favorite shades actually. This one's Angelique. That's actually what I have on my face right now. It's hard to tell, but that's Angelique. It's like, it's got like a bit of a shimmer to it, but again, it's like a mature shimmer. It's really pretty. Charlotte Tilbury. The Lip Cheek and Glow Color of Dreams. Now, this one it's a cream. I was actually surprised that I picked it up because I wasn't gonna do it. But then I thought about it and I was like, you know, I liked the shade that I saw on other people because it is that rosy brownie pink, which I do like. And so I do like that one actually quite a bit. I have Sex on Fire. Looks like that. And I'll put the two shades together because that's how I wear it. And then, of course, Pillow Talk. And, you know, Pillow Talk became a sensation, guys, because it is a great shade. They have, you know, more intense shades now for people who have a deeper skin tone. But I gotta say, Pillow Talk really is beautiful on the skin. Okay. I think I can do like, I think I'm running out of room. All right, so let's stop here for the two arms. We'll wipe off the arms and I'll do the rest because I don't wanna, you know, get too crazy. So those are the ones so far. Okay, so now I guess we could argue that as we're going through, these are like my favorites because they're the ones that I have the most of, which is not an unfair assessment. The Charlotte Tilbury ones that I just did, Surratt's, I both had 3 of those. And then I'm about to get in ones that I have 3 or more. So it's a fair assessment saying that these are some of my favorites. And then one is just sort of like I've had forever, and that's NARS. So NARS, of course, Orgasm. It's funny, I have like a little mini Orgasm palette. I don't know why I don't have a big one. Probably because I stopped wearing the shade a long time ago, but you know, I kept the mini one. It really is a very pretty shade, but it actually is kind of shimmery and it has like that gold fleck to it. And as I age, it's not as flattering. This one is Madly, and this one actually I do really like, and I do use a lot. It's just a very good neutral. It's almost like a beige color. It has a little bit of pink, but it's really good. It kind of looks like Jersey and from Chanel. It's just really good when you're really pale and you're just looking for like not a lot of blush, not a lot of color, something pretty neutral. This one's really, really good for that. And then I have the NARS Overlust Cheek Palette. And I don't remember exactly when I picked this up. That's what it looks like. Tied Up, Deep Down, Drift, Let It Burn, Get Lost, and Body Talk. Yeah, it's a highlighter illuminator. And then the ones in the bottom are the blushes. But I'll show you the blushes, the ones that they say are blushes. I guess you could use the ones on the top. They're supposed to be highlighters. I guess you could use them as blushes too. It depends on what you like for blush. I mean, some people, I guess, do like a really shimmery blush. Not me, but... And these are the blush shades. They are really pretty. And the NARS formula is good. So those 3 shades are Let It Burn, Get Lost, and Body Talk. Body Talk I actually really like. It's, again, that like pinky brown kind of shade. I think it looks nice. Chantecaille. We're getting there, guys. I knew this was gonna be like, I knew it was gonna be long, but I didn't realize it was gonna be this long. Okay, the Radiance Chic Cheek and Highlight Duo in Rose. This was the limited edition that came out. This is the Manta Ray, I think. Highlighter and blush, and I will just swatch the blush because again, today we are just looking at blushes. And it's a very pinky blush, but it does look really pretty on because it's actually very sheer. And Chantecaille, in my opinion, works really well for more mature skin. Then I have a bunch of their little cheek shades, the little round ones. This is in Bliss. This is in the Butterfly shade. And if you don't know, these have an overspray on them when you first get them that has like gold to it. Some of them do, and then it wears off. This is Smitten in the Elephant. More of a peachy. And And then the last one is Emotion in the B. This is the one that had the overspray. And that's a brighter pink. Okay. Those are the Chantecailles. So I knock everything over here. Let's go to Wayne Goss. So I have the Wayne Goss palettes. That's what they look like. I have them in Vivid Azalea, Blush Peony, and Coral Rose. I'm only gonna swatch the blushes in here, not the highlighters. So here is Vivid Azalea. I mean, these are meant to be used together, but this is blushes, so we're just gonna do that. I think I'll do it, yeah, I'll do them up here. Vivid Azalea. It's very pink. It's a very, very pink, guys. When I use that one, I sheer it out like a lot. This is Coral Rose, but it actually looks really nice. That's Coral Rose. And then this is a Blush Peony. Yeah, it makes you look like you've been out like in the winter, doing some kind of like, I don't know, something. That's Blush Peony. And like, you know, the cold has gotten your cheeks nice, bright and pink. It's actually really, really pretty. Next, we're getting there. Patrick Ta. These are the Patrick Ta palettes. I have She's So LA, She's That Girl, and She's Passionate. So there's a cream and a bronze and a powder in each one. So let's do She's So LA first. This was the first one that I picked up from Patrick Ta. And they're really good. Really, really pretty. She's So LA is my favorite, and it's the most unusual. This is the cream, then the powder. And the reason it's unusual is because it has that brown, you know, truly brown shade. Next is She's That Girl. And, you know, there's not a lot of blushes that have that real brown to them. The Madly by NARS is one of the few that has like more of that beige color, but there's not many. And I really like it. I think it looks really pretty on. It's pink enough that it definitely looks like blush and not bronzer, but it's got that brown cast to it that I really like. So that's She's That Girl. Again, this is the cream, and then that's the powder. And last but not least is She's Passionate. And this is just his regular blush. This is not the cream and powder. It's a really pretty shade. That's She's Passionate. 2 more brands to go. Can you guess what they are? First is Dior. This is the Dior Backstage in 001 Pink. Now, when you see this, you're gonna be like, really, you use that shade? Because I mean, it's bright Barbie pink. But, 1, I do sheer it out, and 2, it actually looks really pretty on the skin. It's not nearly as bright as it is in the palette, as you can see when I'm swatching it for you. I'm building it up so you can see it, but it's actually pretty sheer. It looks beautiful on. Next is the Golden Light 353. This was part of the holiday collection. It's a really pretty shade. The snowflake's almost gone, which makes me sad, but what can you do? And again, it's got like that rosy, pinkish, got a little bit of a brownish undertone, just like a tiny, tiny bit so that it doesn't look like too pinky pink, because I don't like that. Next is the 310. Now the 310 is this weird shade. They said it was a blush, so I'm including it in my blushes, but when I use it as a highlighter. It doesn't really show up as blush, guys, but that's what it looks like. And then my favorite blush by Dior. This is Rose Montaigne. Now, technically, I do have some other blushes in Dior palettes that are part of like a kit, but I'm not gonna pull those out because I figured I had enough. And I was like, those don't count. I'm just not. Because I have a bunch of like kit palette type things that have like, you know, a blush and a lipstick and an eyeshadow. I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna do the ones that are just blush. Okay. I mean, some have highlighters, but I considered those okay. I had to limit it somewhere. Last but not least is Chanel. And Chanel has my favorite blushes. The Wayne Goss are really, really good. The Suku, I'm really, really loving. The Surratt, I've really started to really, really like. But I gotta say, guys, Chanel owns my heart. I love the Chanel blushes. So, first is the one that's newest to my collection. This is the Tweed Pink. And now I have to go try to find the other tweed shades that I didn't know really were something I needed to have. There's like Tweed Beige that I need to go try to track down, which no longer exists. This is Tweed Pink. And I really like them. There's not a lot of pigment, I will say. So if you're a deeper skin tone, this might not be for you, but being as pale as I am, it works out well. This is the Tweed Pink, which I really love. It just looks really pretty on. Really, really pretty. Next is Alizane. Looks like that. This is the traditional blushes. Always reminds me of working at the Chanel counter. I had so many samples because I couldn't afford to buy them, but that's Alizane. Really pretty browny, rosy pink. Yeah, I mean, when they used to give us our gift boxes, like when a new collection would come out, they would give you a couple of the pieces so you could try them out and everything. Oh, I was so happy. All right, so this is Jersey. This is one I was talking about with Madly. They're similar. They're, you know, very neutral blushes. If you want, you know, something that isn't very strong and you want somebody wants blush but they don't want a lot of color, it's either this one for me or Madly from NARS. Those are the two that I would like my go-tos. Okay, this one is Rose Bronze. This is like the shade, right? Like Rose Bronze, I think works on practically anyone. You can build it up. It's exactly as it sounds. It's a rosy bronze color, and it's just a really pretty shade that works really, really nicely. The Chanel formulas are just excellent. I'm actually surprised I don't own more. I think I threw out a lot of the old ones I had because I had a lot. And eventually you do have to throw these things out because they go bad. And the last is the Illuminating Blush. This was the Holiday, and it's really, really pretty. I really love this. It has a similar feel to, I'll put it back here, some of the ones that I was talking about earlier that have like more of that bronzy, almost coppery pinky shade. Like She's So LA has more of that brown. I really, really like it. All right, guys, that is my entire blush collection, and I'm done. Yeah, I have a lot more blush than I thought I would have, but I will say this, like, I like all of these blushes. If somebody were to ask me my favorite, I think I've just said Chanel is my favorite. It's my go-to. Like when I just think I need a blush, the first thing I reach for is Chanel. But I do really love the Wayne Gosses, especially with the highlighters that are paired with them. I think they go beautifully together. The Surratts are fast becoming favorites. The Sukus are beautiful. These are all really good for mature skin. The Diors have a beautiful formula. The Chantecailles are stunning. So, you know, pretty much anything I use today, I really like, except for the Natasha Denona Bloom. I don't like that highlighting blush. I probably am just gonna get rid of it. I don't like that. I also have the Melt Cosmetics, the Raw Honey. I don't like that at all. So I didn't even include it in my collection because I basically got rid of it. I'm giving it to a friend, so it's not part of my collection anymore. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all. I think that's enough. I had to use my arms, both arms, twice. So yeah, that's good. All right, Kelly, I did it. All my blushes, my entire collection. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.